Hey guys, I have another editorial for you. So it's going to be a two-hump day. Get it? Two-hump, two editorial? Yeah. No, before I get to that, my hair. Okay, so everybody keeps talking about my hair. Do you realize we're in the middle of a corona lockdown, right? We're in a COVID-19 pandemic lockdown. Like, unless there's some barbers out there with clippers that want to come cut my hair. I believe my barber shop just opened this week or the week before. So this weekend, I will look at going and getting a haircut, which I really want to get, but my salon was closed. There's only one I go to. They do a great job. They're the only one I go to. I don't go to any other ones. And they've been closed because of the lockdown. So, but I believe we just saw an open sign go up earlier this week. Me and my wife went out to Starbucks and they had a sign up saying open. So I'm going to go this weekend. Warning. Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Put your hands behind your back for me. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Non-compliance is going to get you tased.
Oh boy!
Did that get you?
No.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Thank you to ABC News for this story. 2 Oklahoma police officers have been charged with second-degree murder for allegedly applying multiple electrical shocks from stun guns to the body of a man who died afterward.
In Fort County, if you have any additional units that can head this way.
Put your hands behind your back.
Tomorrow I got you! Tomorrow I got you!
He keeps attempting to fight with this. We have 3 tasers deployed at this time. Still combative.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Oh. 606 County, what's this 1020?
Hands behind your back.
East County, I'm in route from Long Grove.
Put your hands behind your back.
Dane County, I'm going to stick with 14 to Tatum.
Wilson Police Department officers Joshua Taylor and Brandon Dingman reportedly responded to a call around midnight on July 4th, 2019, that 28-year-old Jared Lakey was allegedly acting disorderly. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations was requested by the Carter County Sheriff's Office to assist with the investigation.
Okay.
Put your hand behind your back. Now. Put your hands behind your back and you'll quit getting tased.
Forward to County 3. What's your 20?
Oh, help me! Help me, please! Help me, buddy!
Affirmative, sir. We're going to be at the corner at 8 on first.
Clear out. Clear out. Be there in a few minutes.
Oh, buddy!
You'll quit getting tased, just put your hands behind your back and let us put you in cuffs.
The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations said in a press release on July 2nd, 2020, that when the Lakey did not comply with the officer's commands, they both used their police-issued stun guns. The agency found that both Taylor and Dingman used the stun gun multiple times on Lakey until backup from the Carter County Sheriff's Office arrived on the scene to assist with getting Lakey into custody.
God help!
According to the Daily Ardmorite, a local newspaper, the backup officer wrote in an incident report that he placed Lakey in a neck restraint, causing him to go unconscious, and had the other officers place him in handcuffs. The backup officer, who was not identified, has not been charged. Lakey stopped breathing, became unresponsive, began breathing again, and was taken to the hospital, Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation said, and died 2 days later.
Okay.
We're about to have to just go hands on.
I'll wait till 3 gets here.
Ow! Ow, please! Shit! Okay. Okay. Okay, buddy. Let's do it. Help me. Ow! Come on, please. Help me.
The Daily Ardmorite also reported that Lakey's probable cause of death, determined by the state's office of the chief medical examiner, was due to complications of a heart attack and law enforcement's use of electrical weapon and restraint. Stephen Terrell, the Lakey family's attorney, said in a statement to ABC News, Jared's death was completely avoidable. The conduct of these officers and the video, which Bryan and Terrell firm hopes will be available soon, should be a constant reminder that we cannot depend on police officers to self-report use of force encounters that go too far or violate policy.
Don't let him get up. Don't let him get up.
He added, anytime there is a law enforcement encounter with the public involving use of force, accountability and transparency should be paramount for any officer, the department, and that governmental entity.
County, I'm in around.
County 8 clear.
Go 5 County, I got 11015.
605 clear. Do you still need a county deputy?
I got one.
The family has also filed a civil lawsuit. Neck restraints, including choke holds used by law enforcement officers across the country, have become one of the topics of calls for police reform, which was sparked on the heels of the death of George Floyd. The protests have also called for systemic racism changes throughout the world. In the Oklahoma incident, everyone involved was white.
Raise him up. You asleep? Oh. Nope, nope, he's out.
County, get so eyes en route.
Clear.
You awake?
Step forward.
The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation said a report with their investigation findings was submitted to District Attorney Craig Ladd's office, who issued a warrant on July 1st, 2020. Judge Carson Brooks set $250,000 bond that both officers paid and were released on July 2nd, according to online court records.
All 4 cartridges. Because he'd break them off. He'd break off the line and start fighting again. It's got to be. Yeah, every time he hit him with one, and I hit him, and he'd knock off the bars.
Was he out here just making this new version?
Yeah.
Man, he
We was at a domestic call, which it was just a verbal kind of thing. The parties already separated, and he goes out on this, and he says, "I need you to fly over here," and he's got him down and taser, but so every time we try to approach him, he starts swinging and kicking. And
Ryan Honeycutt, who is the listed attorney for Dingman and Taylor, could not be reached for comment. But in a statement to the New York Times, he said, quote, "The death of Mr. Lakey saddens us all. We are confident that the legal system will provide an opportunity for all the facts to be known and look forward to our day in court." Their next court date for a preliminary conference was August 27th at 9:30 a.m. The officers reportedly have been placed on administrative leave. Terrell, the family's lawyer, took issue with the officers' punishment, saying, while criminal charges have been filed against 2 of 3 officers involved in Jared's death, when will the city of Wilson and the Wilson Police Department address why Dingman and Taylor were actively working for the last year? When contacted, a dispatcher with the Wilson Police Department referred questions to the city's mayor, who did not return requests for comment. But there you go. I couldn't find an update to the story. I don't know. They had their arraignment just a couple weeks ago, August 27th. I don't know. I'm not going to go look it up. I looked up the stories, and I don't see an updated story. Like, are they waiting on a pretrial? Are they waiting on a jury? I don't know. But I'm not going to go to the Oklahoma court sites and start looking up their information. I'm not going that far. I'm just giving you guys the gist of the news story. If you want to know where they're at right now in this, you can go look up yourself. You can go to the Oklahoma courts and find their case number and all of that. Only because I got a lot of shit going on, and I got time for it. But what I want to do, the purpose of this, though, isn't really to give you the complete news, like where they're at. Are they going to pretrial? Or are they going to... The gist of this is to expose these 2 cops and say, look, they're being charged with murder. They're out on bond, and they killed the poor Jared Lakey by tasing this guy with 2 stun guns and then putting him in a chokehold until he went unconscious. Like, I guess they were trying to kill him. 2 stun guns? Like, why couldn't they? 1 stun gun, he was on the ground crying. Why didn't they say, okay, he's not going to put his hands behind his back. Let's get a couple more officers out here and let's grab him and roll him over and handcuff him. No, they just sit and tase him until he does what they want. That's laziness. See, cops have become very lazy. Why? Because they have stun guns and they have Glocks. They don't need to use their hands anymore. They got tools now. I want to know what you guys think about that in the comment section below.
Wake up! Wake up!
What's he taking?
we have no idea.
You got psoas in your out?
Yeah.
Is he breathing?
No, you might want to tell him to step it up.
Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast. I got to get back to doing what I'm doing while I'm at lunch break right now, but I guess I'm not eating lunch because I'm talking to you guys. Thanks for watching on this hump day.